Have you ever caught your mind doing something absolutely stupid, like choosing sadness even when life is perfectly fine? Almost like your brain woke up one morning and said, "Bro, happiness is boring today. Let's ruin the mood a bit." Welcome back, my friend. Today we're talking about one of the strangest mysteries of human life. Why does the mind get addicted to sadness? Why does it sometimes feel like sadness chases us, and sometimes we chase sadness? And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand these strange emotional habits better than ever. So sit back, relax, or overthink, whichever your brain prefers. Let's begin. Let's start with something simple. Imagine your home. Everything is peaceful. No drama, no stress, no one shouting your name from the kitchen. But then suddenly, your mind taps your shoulder and whispers, "Hey, remember that embarrassing thing you did in 2017? And boom, you are sad again. Your mind literally opened an old emotional folder like it's scrolling through a gallery of pain. But here's the crazy part. Even though it feels terrible, somehow it also feels weirdly familiar, comfortable in a tragic way. Sadness becomes like that old childhood blanket, torn, useless, and smells like dust. But you still hold on because it feels familiar. Our brain is like that relative who refuses to try new food. You offer happiness, it says, "No thanks, I don't trust it." You offer peace? Too suspicious. You offer sadness? Ah, yes, my favorite. Serve it with nostalgia sauce. The brain loves habits. If you spend years dealing with stress, anxiety, loneliness, or negativity, your brain gets used to it. It starts treating sadness like it's the default home screen of your mind. And once the brain learns a pattern, it repeats it automatically, without asking you. Sometimes your mind isn't trying to hurt you. It's just doing what it has practiced for years. Let me ask you something funny. Have you ever scrolled up an old chat, fully knowing it will break your mood? You know that one painful message is waiting. You know it will destroy your peace. But you scroll anyway. Why? Because your mind is addicted to emotional reruns. Your brain treats sadness like Netflix. It keeps recommending the same emotional drama because that's what you've watched the most. Here you go. Top picks for you. Episode 1, Heartbreak. Episode 2, Overthinking. Episode 3, Crying at 2 a.m. And you're like, yup, play all.
This might shock you a little. Sadness actually releases certain chemicals in the brain that can make you feel emotionally intense, connected to yourself, or even creative. That's why many people suddenly start writing deep poetry at midnight when they feel sad. Because sadness has a weird flavor. Bitter, but irresistible. Just like how people eat spicy food and keep crying, but still take another bite. We humans are complicated creatures. Imagine your brain is a Bollywood director. It wants drama. It wants emotion. It wants slow motion shots of tears. If life becomes too calm, your mind gets bored and says, "Let's add some tragedy for entertainment purposes." And suddenly, you start overthinking. What did that person mean? Why didn't they text? Did I do something wrong? Will my life end if someone sends K instead of a full reply? Your brain starts creating problems out of thin air because it loves storytelling. And sadness makes the story more intense. There's a reason sad songs feel so powerful. When we are sad, we suddenly feel more alive, more sensitive, more connected to every tiny emotion. Even the raindrops outside seem like they're crying with us. The wind seems dramatic. The sky seems cinematic. We start imagining things like, this tree understands my pain. This streetlight gets me. This dog walking on the road has more emotional stability than me. Sadness makes everything feel deeper. And because of that, some people unconsciously chase that intensity again and again. Now this one is important. For many people, joy feels risky. What if something goes wrong? What if I lose it? What if happiness doesn't last? So instead, they stay sad, because at least that doesn't disappoint. Sadness becomes a shield. People say they want happiness, but deep down, they are scared of it. So they emotionally hide inside sadness like it's their safe shelter. Let's be real. Modern life is exhausting. Deadlines, expectations, social media comparisons, family pressure, money pressure, relationship pressure, and even the pressure of looking good in selfies. It's too much. When life constantly stresses you out, the brain learns to treat stress and sadness as normal mode. So even when everything is fine, the brain gets confused and says, "This piece is suspicious. Something is wrong. Panic!" And it brings sadness back like an old friend. If overthinking was a sport, half of us would be world champions. Overthinking is sadness's best friend. They go everywhere together. Overthinking takes a small issue and turns it into a whole emotional festival. One sentence from someone becomes 10,000 imaginary scenarios. One small mistake becomes a lifelong regret. One awkward moment becomes a documentary. And once the overthinking engine starts running, sadness gets a free ride. Sometimes we don't admit it, but sadness gives us attention. People notice, people care, people ask, and attention feels good, even if it comes from pain. So sometimes the mind holds on to sadness just to feel seen, especially when the world makes you feel invisible. You know how we sometimes miss people who were terrible for our mental health? That's nostalgia messing with the brain. Nostalgia edits our memories like an Instagram filter. It removes the bad parts and highlights the emotional parts. And suddenly, your mind says, "I miss those times." Even if those times were absolute chaos. Sadness mixed with nostalgia is like emotional coffee. It keeps you awake at night and burns you at the same time. This is wild. If you felt sadness but never processed it properly, your brain keeps bringing it back again and again because it wants closure. It's like your mind is saying, "Hey, we left this emotional mess in the corner. Can we deal with it now?" And you're like, "Bro, I was trying to sleep." Let's be honest, sadness goes viral faster than happiness. Dramatic reels, breakup songs, tragic quotes, they get more views. And your mind slowly learns that sadness equals emotional engagement. You scroll and suddenly feel heavy. You see people showing their pain. Your mind copies it. Your emotions react. And sadness becomes addictive because the world is constantly feeding you that mood. Sometimes the mind stays sad because sadness doesn't ask for change. Happiness asks for courage. Peace asks for boundaries. Growth asks for action. But sadness? You can just sit and feel it. It's easier, and the brain loves easy things. Yes, your brain can get addicted to sadness, but it can also unlearn it. Just like we learned negative patterns, we can train our mind to choose healthier ones. But how? By taking small emotional steps. Laugh at small things. Don't trust every thought. Break the overthinking cycle. Spend time with people who lift you. Give your mind a new playlist of feelings. Reward yourself for peaceful moments. Practice feeling joy without fear. And most importantly, tell your mind, "We're not doing the sadness marathon today. Let's try peace for a change." At the end of the day, your mind may love drama. It may love old wounds. It may love replaying trauma. It may even love sadness. But you are the one holding the remote. Your thoughts are like channels. You can scroll, you can switch, you can mute, you can change the storyline. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You're not doomed to sadness. You're just human, with a mind that sometimes chooses the wrong emotional snack. But now you know why, and that awareness itself is the first step toward freedom. So the next time your mind says, "Let's be sad today," you can smile gently and say, "Not today, buddy. Today, we choose peace."